And off go quintessentially British with Glenn the pilot and Lee the co-pilot. This is the first test for them. It's the Lido, and they lose it emphatically. It's wet in there and it's slippy in there, and you've got to have a strong nerve and a strong soapbox, and this one wasn't up to the task. This is where it went wrong. Watch the pilot's goggles here. Down they go, boy. There we go. Quintessentially British with a very spectacular ending. 27 for the performance and 30 for creativity. And I've got to give him 15 out of 10 for bravery going down sideways. That's Martin, the pilot. Here we go towards the Lido. Yeah, he's all right through there. I have no idea how he's managing to steer. Somebody else is steering it at the back, look. I think that's Martin underneath. I didn't see. Oh, he's gone! He's gone! Blimey! The big story about this run's all about the departure from the stairlift of Craig, the co-pilot. He was OK through the Lido. He wasn't OK when they got to Lolly Drop. That was where it all went wrong. It's not the quickest down the ramp, and already those little bits at the front are starting to come off. This might well have been put together with glue and blue tack, I'm not sure. Here's the Lido. Oh, he just managed to hang on the back there, Buzz Lightyear, didn't he? I thought he was off into orbit there, Buzz. Woody doing the driving, Buzz hanging on for grim death at the back. Down we go, not quite as quick as some we've seen. Although it says 29 miles an hour, but it doesn't seem to be going that fast through the speed check. But it is, and it's still going, and he's still on there, Buzz. He nearly went then. Keep hanging on, my friend, and under the arch. And oh, look at the finish! My word. Have a look at his face. Hang on, oh! So there we go. 20 for the performance. And on Alan's 50th, he gets to ride the track here at Alexandra Palace in the birthday cake soapbox into Lido. Big splash. Got a face full there, Alan, didn't he? This team from Glasgow. The cake starts to fall apart over Lolly Drop. And it's making steering difficult. Look, he can't hold it. He's gone. They've gone. Let's have a look at it. He couldn't steer it, look, and he's gone one way and the other, and the momentum was all against him. And in the end, they roll out. They're both OK, but it was spectacular. It's Industrial Revolution meets Space Age Shark, basically. It's impressive to look at. And the shark should be OK through the water, shouldn't it? Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, he's gone, look. Well, you don't often see a shark struggling in the water like that, but you do today. This is where it goes, look. Lands nose first, and the back wheels, which are too big, too thin. How often do we say that? Look at that. That is a mighty impressive soapbox. And look at the Raptors pedalling away on either side. Wow, look at this one. Let's hope he has a good run here. He's going to get wet through the Lido. The performance score was 40. This is a strong team. Now, what's the timeline? It's not going to be as quick as some of them because he's trying to get a motorcycle down the circuit, but he's doing really well. He's cleared the first two obstacles, the Lido and the Lolly Drop. He's got the Grand Slammer coming up, which will be a real test of him. Can he hang on? One of the Raptors on the left looks absolutely shattered. The left as he looks at it. There we go. There we go. Oh, he just managed to keep it there. 22 miles an hour. We've got the Sizzler to come. He's just hanging on, and he's over the Sizzler. And the Raptors are still pedaling, and he's still hanging on. And Ibris Project is down to the finish line impressively. And can he stop it? Oh, can he stop it? No. Couldn't stop it. Look at that for some air over there. Hang on. This has got the look of a quick soapbox. And it's already picking up speed at the top, going into the Lido, and it's flying through there. Harrison's got this moving, and it's over the Lolly Drop, and it's quick, and it's moving towards the speed gun. Interesting here to see how fast this one is. 33 miles an hour, wow, that's set the benchmark today. That's very fast through there, over the Sizzler. This is going to be some time. The dramatic aquatic has been quick, it's been dramatic, and that's a brilliant run. It was well designed, it was smooth, it was always straight, and a spectacular finish at the end as well. Down they go. Let's hope they don't make a dog's dinner of the course here in London. Here's the Lido. Looks like he's got a real chance, this one. 26 for the performance. Big bounce through Lido. That was spectacular there. And then over Lolly Drop, picking up speed all the time. Next on the agenda, Grand Slammer. He's got lots of speed going into Grand Slammer. Look at him go through there, 29 miles an hour. He's really shifting, and he gets the air to prove it. He's got the chicane and sizzler. Keep your nerve, keep it going. Flies through there. What about the time here for 101 Dalmatian Racer? It's 36.06. It was fast, it was smooth, it was straight. Very, very spectacular over the sizzler. Off they go. The moment of truth for Gromit's Comet. Ollie behind the wheel. Sam, Duncan and Natasha, the rest of the team following down behind. Here's the water, the Lido, no problem. Just slightly concerned as to whether the dog's mask might go over his eyes at some point and he might not see where he's going, but that's for him to worry about and not me. It's good so far. Interested to see what the speed of this one is. 28 miles an hour, that's not bad. That stacks up quite well. And in the main, it's in one piece, and he's keeping it going. And it looks nice and easy to steer, and there's a big air. Oh, look at that for an off. He managed to keep it going, but that is the rundown here at Alexandra Palace for Gromit's Comet. And lots of speed through there, and that's where he lost it. Look, it was the front end and then the back end, and he could never get it back again. He actually did remarkably well to hang on to the steering wheel. And they're off and running, the giant milkshake at the front. The large fries at the back, the Lido on the agenda. Safely through there, they've gone for the handlebar steering mechanism, which in soapbox events gone by has been difficult. It's okay when you're going straight, it's hard to turn them. Let's see what happens. Through the speed trap, down towards the Grand Slammer, 27 miles an hour, still going strong. Marcus doing a good job over the sizzler. This looks quite quick. It's really fast at the finish. What's his time going to be like? Let's have a look. It's in the 30s. Oh, 39.64. They are officially fast food, aren't they? Look at that over there. That's a lot of height and a lot of distance. And look at the speed they got at the finish. The wheelie bin on wheels, refuse rocket, is on its way. Now let's see some speed. Down towards the Lido. The spectators wait. Through he goes! Very spectacular. Can he keep it? Yes, he can. I don't know how he did that. Over the lolly drop. How did he keep it straight over the Lido? Now moving through towards the speed gun. Let's see how fast he is before he takes on the Grand Slammer. 25 miles an hour. Flies the Grand Slammer through the chicane. Down towards the sizzler. Over the sizzler. Down towards the finish line. Bouncing all over the place. And somehow he manages to keep it going. Avoids the bail. Gets over the finish line. Watch it here over the Lido. He's all over the place. Look at the back, side to side. He's wrestling with the steering wheel. Don't know how he stopped it flipping over. Very spectacular. So let's see what Dump Her can do. It's wide, that's for sure. It's one of the biggest soapboxes that we're likely to see today. And here's the Lido, and they literally flew the gap in the middle. Whether the extra weight helped it there because of the speed, I'm not sure. And look at the air over there as well. So Lolly Drop and the Lido dealt with very, very easily by Dump Her. It's absolutely flying down. Look at the speed of this one. 27 miles an hour again. The Grand Slammer, no problem, nor the chicane, and we've got the sizzler here. If they can fly that and fly it, they can. There's a lot of height over there, and this has been very, very impressive by Dump Her, and there's the straw bales to stop it. Oh, I thought they were coming in here. Look at the height here. That's the takeoff over the sizzler, and boy, didn't they sizzle. Shane, the team captain, is a refrigeration engineer, and today he's got the job of being the pilot. 31 for the performance, and the Lido facing Shane and Danny's dentures. And he's through there. He's wet through, but he's through there. And the soapbox continues to smile. There's Lolly Drop. Got to get some speed up now at this part of the course, moving into Grand Slammer. 28 miles an hour, that's good. Grand Slammer, no problem. Keep it together, keep the speed up, keep it rolling. The chicane and then the sizzler. Lots of air over the sizzler. What's the time looking like? He's going for the break to try the spectacular finish, and there it is. 37.96. It's a good run for Danny's dentures. There he goes over the Sizzler. And the Jaguar Mark II is on the way down, the E-Type, with Charlie behind the wheel. Nice and quick down towards the Lido. Let's see how they go through here. Very bouncy through there. It's a big, long soapbox, and now over the lolly drop. He's given it absolutely everything, but he can't keep it straight. And he caught the straw bale, and that was it. Really, really quick at the top part. There's nothing you can do when you go nose first into the straw bale at that speed. So let's see what Smokey and the Bandit can do. Can Tim get it down in a fast time? They've got the Lido to start things off. Not that quick through there. There's the first little skid on the way down as well. Haven't seen too much of that. There's the lolly drop. Got to get quick from here. Let's have a look at the speed gun and see what that shows us as they move down to the Grand Slammer. 28 miles an hour, that's good. And they're quick through the Grand Slammer. Now, can they keep it smooth? Can they keep it straight? Can they capitalise on the speed? Oh, they've hit it hard there. And Tim's done fantastically well to rescue it. And it was very spectacular at the finish over the Sizzler. You can see here how hard he works to hold it. He knows there that he's got a problem. And he does so well to keep it straight and get it to the finish line in a good time. Off they go. Only 17 for the performance, which means they've got to be quick the rest of the way. Very, very quick, in fact. How do they do through the Lido? Big bang through there, the ball's gone. Ivor just managed to shift it in the nick of time. It's coming off around them. It's falling apart the further they go down. Lolly Drop took care of a lot of it. Now the Grand Slammer, what's that going to do? Can they keep it moving? Can they control it? 23 miles an hour. That front bit's gone. All they've got's the frame. Through the chicane, down towards the Sizzler. Over the Sizzler, still going, getting quicker all the time. No hands, over the finish line and spinning into those bales. It was the Lido at the start that started it off. There goes the ball, and from that moment on, pieces came off all the way down. So Arcup is next, with a performance score of 33, and they've rolled it before the bottom of the ramp. They've travelled about 20 yards, and there's not much left of it. It took a long time to build. It didn't take too long to break into pieces. Now they've got to try and keep the animals in, get it turned around and get going again in the right direction. The more they pull it, the worse it gets. I can't actually work out why they think that's going to work. The way it's built gives it no chance whatsoever. There we go. It's an old-fashioned piece of rope to steer it, look. It's 2017, lads. Down they go anyway. Arc up next. How can you possibly hope to steer that down this course with two pieces of rope? Oh, he's gone again, look! The minute the wheel goes, he yanks the rope out of his hand and off they go. I can't wait to see them if they ever get to the Sizzler. Look at the fella at the back, he's gone. They're winning at the moment. There they go towards the bottom of the ramp, look, and they went straight away. That's because we didn't know they've got two pieces of rope to steer it. You've got no chance. Looks quite streamlined, this one, doesn't it? Looks like it might cut through the air, but is it strong enough with that wide axle? It's a good start. Here's the first test. The Lido through the water, and despite the tail coming off, the Dragon is still powering down. No problem with Lolly Drop. And now we look to take on Grand Slammer. This is where the wheels and the axle get a severe test. It's nice and smooth, and it's quick as well. And there's no problem through there with Grand Slammer, despite that little twitch towards the exit. The chicane and then the Sizzler. Big air over the Sizzler. Punches the air, he's enjoying it. He's flying down here. And that run went just about as well as it possibly could for Game of Gnomes. Very spectacular, and most importantly, very, very quick as well. How much of that is going to be left by the time they get to the bottom? One of the legs has gone already. This looks flimsy, doesn't it? The wheels, oh, look at this. It's just collapsed at the back, look, it's absolutely gone. No chance whatsoever. Straight down the bottom of the ramp, the leg came off at the push-off, and then the wheel came off at the bottom of the ramp. You can see the look on John's face in the back. He's thinking, we came all this way for that. He's thinking, I told you not to build it like this. He's off. 29 for the performance, added to 33 for creativity. That's good at the top. Whether it translates to being good on course, we'll wait and see. Down they go towards the Lido. Through the water, losing some of the stash off the top. In fact, they've lost all of it now. Over Lollytrop. Look quite quick for a big soapbox, it's moving. Let's have a look at the miles per hour through this part. 22. Maybe looks quicker on the eye than actually on track. They've gone over the Grand Slammer, through the chicane, Sizzler to finish. Can they get it done here? Got to get over the Sizzler, down they go towards the finish line. Let's have a look at the time here. That's the all-important thing for wide the long face. And they've got down with a large soapbox in 43.43, and then they've rolled it at the finish. The performance was good, the run was good. There you see them splashing through the Lido and losing all the stuff on the top of the soapbox at that stage. They've got to put their foot on the gas at the top and get down, although they've lost most of it already. 34 for the performance, and they are in trouble already moving down towards the Lido. This doesn't look like it's going to last very long, does it? Over the Lido, they lose a bit more. They've got to get that piece of polystyrene moved, otherwise it's going to act as a brake. Really slow down the circuit because they can't. Oh, look at he's going now. He started to go. Give him a push, go on. Gas, gas, gas. Needs some gas, gas, gas to get down here. That's better. Right, let's see what's next. The Grand Slammer is next on the cards. This is the Bone Shaker. And it's going to be a severe test for this soapbox. 20 miles an hour through there, not quick enough. Over the Bone Shaker, oh, it's gone! And they've both gone as well. Phil and Nick are out. And it was always likely. He's got the steering wheel in his hand. I don't quite know what you do from there. Always wobbling about through there. And there's the Grand Slammer, absolutely totaling that soapbox. And this one looks a bit awkward, doesn't it? How long can he play the guitar like that on the way down? He's a braver man than I am, that's for sure. Look at the concentration on the face of the pilot. That's Danny, who's a solicitor, and they're wobbling all over the place over the Lido. But despite the fact they've lost half of it, they're still going. There's the next one. That's the Lollytrop, based on an ice lolly. You need one of those in the heat today. We've got the Grand Slammer on the cards. Can the soapbox get through the Grand Slammer? This is where it gets shaken about, and we find out whether it's strong enough. There we are. Not quite, but still going. He's struggling to see, trying to keep it straight. He's got to get through the Sizzler. He's still going towards the finish line. It's falling apart all around them. The Road Warrior's on the way down, and still he strums away serenely at the back. Let's have a look at this. That's the Lido, which lost a lot of it at the back. Still he can find the right note. The pilot did as well. And this looks the part, doesn't it? Performance score of 40. Creativity of 28. If they can put a fast time together, they could be serious contenders. The moments of truth. The Lido, they're through it. Over Lollytrop. Moving down now towards Grand Slammer. And we'll see the speed in a moment as well. 29 miles an hour, which is just about as good as it gets so far. And there's only the Sizzler to go, and they're over the Sizzler with a nosedive. And Alex is happy, and he gets to the finish in 36.14. And Alex was able to get the soapbox down, enjoy the launch over the Sizzler, and post a good time after a good run. And down they go. Performance score of 33. Thin wheels. Here's the Lido, which is the first test of the design of all of these soapboxes, and he fairly rips through there. Then over the Lollytrop, that's good too. He's quick. Let's have a look just how quick. 26, that's good. There we go through that bone-shaking jump, the Grand Slammer, just a little piece off the back, through the chicane, down to the Sizzler. He's over there, can he get to the finish? He's bouncing up and down and trying to get every bit of speed out of this soapbox, and he's in 38.87. It was a really spectacular bounce through the Lido. He hit the second part of it and then bounced up in the air. And at that moment, you knew he was going to be quick all the way down, and Matt was able to hold it together. And they're on the way, and already they're losing bits of it. There's all the money being thrown out. Looks like it might be difficult, this, with the steering so low down and near to the feet. Over the Lido, and they bounce through there, but they're okay. They look like they mean business. Zach's got his game face on. He went sideways into there. Sideways into Lollydrop. Let's have a look at the speed. Oh, they've just kissed the straw bales there. There's something wrong with it, you can see, because Zach the pilot keeps looking backwards. Over the Grand Slammer, and the back wheel has gone now. The tyre's come off as it's buckled underneath it. The run that started off so promisingly has come to an end in competitive terms. Here it is, look, struggling to control it there. You can see the back wheel is starting to go. Look at the tyre starting to shake, starting to come off the rim. Steve is the fellow in the rubber ring at the back, and Mark is the pilot. Mark's an engineer, so is Steve. In fact, Tom and Luke are as well. No excuses here for this team. Wipe out. Here's the water, here's the Lido. And as you would expect, a boat and a rubber ring, very comfortable through there. Lollydrop comes next, over Lollydrop. So far, the experiment of the fellow in the back is actually working okay. I wouldn't want to be him, though. Coming down towards Grand Slammer, 25 miles an hour. Over Grand Slammer, and still okay. And I'm surprised, really, that the rubber ring at the back is not affecting the steering of the front part of the soapbox. And they absolutely fly the Sizzler. And they've made this look easy on the way down, Wipeout. They didn't wipe out. They're over the finish line in 46.59, and then they do wipe out. I spoke too soon. That was a good run by Wipeout. That's the Sizzler. That's the fastest they were going all the way down. It's one of the better looking and more artistic soapboxes that we've seen, but will it work? The single wheel at the front and the two at the back, historically, don't do too well. It was a good performance mark as well, so a good time would put this lot right in contention. RBB8 through the Lido, very, very gentle through there though. Need a bit more speed than that as they start to move down the course. There's Lollydrop. And they've got to get going a lot quicker than this. It's just starting to wobble that side. It's getting harder and harder for Mike to steer it. It's getting encouragement from Tom. If those side panels move too much, he won't be able to see. Grand Slammer. Gently through there. Well, he's getting a bit excited, and then he thinks, hang on a minute, I better hang on to these handlebars. Here's the Sizzler, over the Sizzler. Can he hold it? Can he hold it? Go on, hold it, get to the finish line. That's Tom hanging on to the side. Look, both sides to keep it together, and they make it, and then they go through the bales. And Mike comes a cropper over the handlebars. There's the first obstacle through the Lido, and at this point, they knew the side pods were an issue.